Corey Sandhagen versus Merab, my official breakdown. Now going into this, I will be picking Merab, and that's no shade to Corey. And Corey is actually a very, very dangerous test for Merab. Now where can Corey win this fight? All right, he is a better striker, and he is a lot taller, 5'11" to 5'6". That being said, do we honestly think that he can keep this fight standing versus Merab? All right, no, I don't. Corey, he's really improved his grappling over the years. You know, we saw him get steamrolled by Aljamain Sterling back in the day, had zero grappling. Then we saw Dillashaw out grappling for a round, blow his MCL. Then that turned into a striking affair. And then we saw versus Umar. We saw Umar take him down multiple times. Now, he looked pretty good. He looked pretty good in the grappling versus Umar, but he still got taken down. And that was probably the difference in the fight, because their striking was close, but Umar would get him down and he'd steal the rounds, okay? Now, Merab, he's a motherfucker, okay? I don't think there's anyone on the roster that's gonna fight him for 5 rounds and win that fight. You know, his cardio's too good, his grappling's too good, and he's relentless. He is relentless. He's gonna keep coming forward, keep spamming those takedowns, and even if you stuff him, he's gonna at least get your ass against the cage or make you work for it and just burn you out. So I truly believe the only way to beat Merab is to knock his ass out early. Something that Marlon Moraes almost did, but he couldn't finish the job, because Merab has incredible recovery and an incredible chin, and he's just a tough son of a bitch. And Corey Sandhagen, as much as I love the guy, he's got pillow fist, okay? Let's be real. Now when Corey, if he lands that flying knee or lands a spinning back kick, yeah, he can knock you out. But who'd he do that to? Frankie Edgar's old ass, who had a glass jaw, and Marlon Moraes' old ass, who had a glass jaw. Merab doesn't have a glass jaw, okay? Now I do think the odds are off. I would probably have Merab at probably -220, somewhere around there, not -350 like he is. But I'm not gonna bet against Merab, and I'm definitely not gonna pick against him. And how many times have we seen Corey get to the big epic fight, whether it's Aljamain Sterling, #1 contender fight, Peter Yan, title shot, fucking Dillashaw, #1 contender fight, Umar, #1 contender fight. He puts up a decent showing outside the Aljo fight, but he loses, okay? He just doesn't have that dog in him to just dig deep and get that win when he's in deep waters. And I expect him to have a pretty good performance, but over the 5 rounds, Merab will take over and win by decision.